You are watching Market Watch, the brief overview of the key events from the world of finance. By Friday, the US dollar was showing a noticeable increase, being close to the annual maximum. This was made possible thanks to the harsh rhetoric of Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, who said there was no need for a hasty rate cut. His remarks led to an increase in yields on short-term treasury bonds, which put pressure on stock markets in the United States and Europe. Futures for key U.S. indices such as the Nasdaq and S&P 500 declined by 0.4% and 0.3%, respectively. Asian markets showed mixed results. Despite a 0.2% rise in Chinese stocks, total losses amounted to 4.3% for the week, the largest drop in 2 years. Jerome Powell's statements that the economy continues to grow, the labor market is stable, and inflation remains above the 2% target have lowered expectations that the Federal Reserve will soon begin cutting rates. This has changed market forecasts, and now the probability of a rate cut in December is only 61%, which is significantly lower than the previous 82.5%. Analysts expect the Fed to cut rates by just 71 basis points by the end of 2025. In response to this information, the euro continued to fall and fell to $1.0540, which increased its weekly losses to 1.7%. At the same time, the dollar continued to strengthen against the yen, reaching its highest since July. However, the Japanese authorities are concerned about the sharp strengthening of the dollar and warned of possible measures to stabilize the yen. It is also worth noting that the Bank of Japan announced a speech by its Governor Kazuo Ueda on Monday, which will be closely monitored for hints of a possible rate hike. And now to the crypto market. Buyers made another attempt at growth, which, however, was more like a correction relative to the downward momentum. Eventually, local growth was broken. Now the price is meeting support, approaching the range of $85,000 to $86,000. The further development of the situation will depend on the behavior of traders in this zone. Meanwhile, in the United States, cryptocurrency ETFs recorded an outflow of funds for the first time since the election of Donald Trump as president. Pressure on Bitcoin against the US dollar was exerted, among other things, by the rhetoric of the head of the Fed during yesterday's speech. That's all I have. Follow the news carefully and be prepared for all the surprises of the market.